Oh, I can just make a new game, okay. Hopefully not deleting my only save, but who knows. Yeah, let's tutorial on. Let's get a nice random seed. Sure. So, Autonauts is a game where you make little wind-up robots and program them to do things in order to automate your mission. And your mission is to create a colony of humans, but in a really messed up way. Yeah. Where you just wind up like babies lying in a muddy ditch that you're like shoving food into and then collecting their hearts to research technology. But from what I recall, it's actually pretty neat. It's got a little bit of a simminess to it. We're gonna do that, okay. Handy. Okay, murder hello tree. Gotcha. Okay. Need a couple sticks. But yeah, the weird, jittery, like jank-ass Minecraft nature of this eventually gets really interesting when you have like some little automated factory for your tools and they're just like going into a stack that just has a maximum height of yes. You just have this like pillar of axes somewhere and just like you'll see. It's very much a game of not ever doing this stuff yourself once you get going. And if I recall, like it's interesting to like set up for like programming robots. Oops. Right click is drop, left click is use, okay. So for now, I'm just waddling around all manually and trying to remove my controls here. Okay. I do like the very low number of animation frames everything this has. Set, so yeah, just right, that's how it works. Actually, so yeah, you use this like scripting language, which is based on just doing things yourself to show them, and like the number of commands each robot can store is based on like its stats, and then also they wind down eventually. So, you then have to go around and wind them back up yourself, or just, you know, make a robot to go wind up the other ones, and then one to wind up that one, and, like, if you get them staggered right, that will work forever. Also, that one seems to be out of stuff to destroy. But yeah, it becomes this like whole horrible mess of automation eventually, where you just kind of get to chill and do logistics work while setting them up to all this stuff. And then you start like getting babies out of the like zygote vending machine, and like it's worth seeing. But yeah, you wind up with like very, very few commands for a given bot, so it's like an interesting logic exercise to get like really big build chains going eventually. Also, I'd like to... Yeah, fine. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Go do your thing. And yes, planting seeds is important. So let's see. Don't need that, do need this. I do appreciate how the tutorial makes you rename all of these. Yeah, I do like that they do this sort of thing. Okay, so now the real Dark Souls starts here. So I do like that this has very like objective based setup to it, but it's pretty freeform what you actually do. So like, yeah, okay. I can, for starters, get this a bit more. Like, here is the tree zone. And I could have sworn this was easier to do, but okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You chill out. I'm getting organs and stuff I already have. Thanks. Okay. Where do I have that? I have that right over the berry bushes. Cool. If I did a thing, I can get some stuff. That's nice. I know you get the big totem pole of all your achievements. It just looks weird in your base. Okay, so hang on. Let's edit that. Let's get you all in the same, like, work zone. Oh, you need a new shovel, okay. And then let's see which one of these didn't die. Stick to the right area. Of course, one is a faster way to do this, but whatever. Okay, now this is all working definitely. Or until they run down, really. Which won't take long. It's perpetually trashing trees. So, what else we got here? Let's just make more stuff, right? Also tools, yes. Yes, there's something I can do. I can find an acorn that I didn't destroy already. And I can set one up to make tools to replace the ones that they drop, and then I believe eventually I can get to the point where they're like collecting their tools as they break and stuff like that. But also, I can just, having like shown off the start of that a bit, When did I last play this? Ah, that's been a few years. Okay. Sure. So here, this looks like later in the game. When... Oh, damn, what am I doing? Okay, so... Later in the game, we get better robots that look more like Bender. I had this whole awful woodcutting team over here. Which is constantly chopping, planting trees. I have some over here just making more tools out of them. And quarrying over here. And my absurdly giant pile of achievements. And this isn't that part of the game. Then let's see, I've got some farming going on over here, some, I think there are sheep in here somewhere? No, yeah. Oh, there's cows, definitely. And chickens. Yeah, there's gotta be a sheep somewhere in here, as they stack up this giant pillar of dung. And yes, I'm like, oh yeah, processing wool to make clothes or something like that over here. This is a hard game to pick back up after several years, by the way. Here's a bakery. Apparently I had palm trees going for something, and just massive carrots. And okay, here's where my humans are. We got these weird floor babies who just kind of sit on the ground and rotate around, and I am, feeding them various food and putting clothes on them and giving them a little house to sit in front of. Yeah, here's one being fed right now. And then they bark out these hearts. Sorry, WOV. Yes, that's the resource. In various sizes. And then I believe someone somewhere in this mess is taking all of the WOV and throwing it into some kind of like science machine to unlock more stuff. And yeah, it gets really chaotic really fast, but it's interesting. And just let's see, whose brain can I look at as an example of like what's in there? You. Okay, you're just making soup constantly. Yeah, getting sticks, making soup, stirring it around. You're putting water in the bowls, so okay. Yeah, get water, put it in stuff until you don't have anything in your hands. You can nest some little if loops. These are... I don't think I'm that far along in the game, all told, so, like, these can get to be longer programs, but... Yeah, just, here's the area you work in, here's what you do in it. Oh, here... Okay, what are you doing? Finding weeds and planting them, apparently. Okay. And somewhere in here, okay, I need one pole dancer because they make poles, or move them around at least. But yeah, somewhere in my horrible giant robot pile, which I can just look at here, can't I? Maybe. Okay, yeah, so... No, not Sticko, this one. Yes, this one just... Only job is just like run around, find ones that have wound down and wind them up again. And I have, I think, like 5 of them for redundancy, so they will get each other eventually. And it just becomes this massive, horrible mess of just building your wooden robots and having them just do stuff to manage your farm of large babies that make hearts, and you get more of the large babies out of this weird vending machine full of like fetuses that I put somewhere in here. somewhere. I would like to show it off because it's interesting. That's what you do. But here's what you do. Oh, is this it? Oh, that's a spaceport. Okay. So yeah. Yeah, if I ever actually like go to place again, I'm probably gonna have to start over because what is this mess and what am I doing? But it's pretty much taking care of itself at this point. And yeah, here's my whole like tool creation area where someone needs something. Oh, there they go. Just storing stuff in storage bins and whatnot. Where's my baby maker? Like, where's the horrible machine with the children? Okay, here's what I'm researching. So yeah, the hearts get thrown in here to make bees. That makes sense. So it should be nearby, I thought. And then across where I can go to change outfits. Horrible mess of a game, it really is. So I guess you might have to take my word for it. It's somewhere in here. There's like a weird little device that you just like put food into and it just pops out like these weird human eggs that grow into these things. And then your robots just like shove food in their faces and hearts come out. You know, it's how you do. And objects just like stack indefinitely in one tile, which is a thing to be seen sometimes. So that's Autonauts. It's an odd one. Apparently I was in the middle of making a fence for chickens, separate them from my giant animal pile in general. But yeah, it's... You can see how the complexity rises, and yeah, how far am I along with robot making? My various many objectives that are tracking. The appeal of this game is that it really gets out of hand really fast and turns into this horrible mess, and it's like, what the hell is I even doing? In retrospect, I maybe should have spaced things out more. But it's interesting to see it all working, and like, if you do a good job of automating it, you can just ignore a horrible mess and run and just let it take care of itself. And also, if you are earlier in the game than I am and don't have your like stuff as well managed as this mess actually is, you also have the issue that like these robots are constantly having their tools break and just wind down and have to like deal with all that. So yeah, it's a heck of a game, this one. It's really something special and weird. Here's some of my like various lumber stacks and whatnot. And again, everything animates in this really just like herky-jerky fashion. So yeah, harder to show it off in greater detail than this if I didn't just like start a game and sit down and play it all day, but yeah. Oh, and I apparently have a giant hat and a skateboard. Or is it a skateboard or is it like a little... Okay, no, it's like a little scooter, okay. But yeah, weird game. Interesting though. And like the automation challenge of it is kind of fascinating. Here's the world map, which I've pretty much totally explored, I think, at this point, except for this chunk of ocean that, you know, what are you gonna do? But yeah, you just do this, and your space babies eventually produce enough hearts to oh, what am I clicking? I should not be clicking that. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's research in progress. Yeah, you get new technologies, and then, like, at each tier of things, the weird, helpless babies lying on the floor have more needs that need to be met, and, like, require a more varied diet and all this stuff, so you have to make... Is that a butt? Yes, it is. Okay, just want to double check. Yeah, this one's odd. But yeah, it gets chaotic really quick. Oh wait, is this? No, it's just a robot. Okay. So if I were to play this again, yeah, I would stare at this for a bit and scream, and then start over, I think. But it's an interesting game. Like, I would actually recommend it. It's an interesting logistical challenge to make any of this work. Oh wait, is that it? Yeah. The folk incubator. You put folk seeds in it, and they turn into humans, and you get those from oh, here. Okay, yeah. Just this. I'm not gonna save it. Why not? So yeah, okay. Oh, I have some out here already. Yeah, they're just these horrible little embryos, and you take them and you pop them in here, and it does this thing for a bit. Oh, I think I also need to put food in it. Yeah, so let me just... I'm not saving this. I'll steal some food. Is that 20? Yeah, I just gotta get more food. Okay, got a big stack over here. So I'll just mash this in here. And then I pour the food into the meat grinder along with the weird embryo, and out pops the small child. And now I have the small child in my inventory that I can abandon in this empty field here, as you do. We'll just kind of chill out. Occasionally want food to be like shoved into its face. Yeah. And I think when they're like unevolved and don't have a house and all that, that's kind of the extent of that interaction. And they do a little headstand when they're happy. And there's no any explanation for why you have just the weird embryo vending machine. And the grinder that you just like mash berries and carrots into, but that's how humans do. And eventually you get yeah. Well, this is only like maybe a third through the game too. Just food, shelter, clothes. You gotta go up the whole hierarchy of needs of them becoming more demanding. And that's Autonauts. It is a weird game that exists. You might have it from some bundle. If you do, play it. It's neat.